It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon and welcome on out to Villanova Ballpark here in Plymouth Township, Pennsylvania for the PIAA 6A semifinal high school baseball as the Pennsbury Falcons take on the Neshaminy Redskins. The rivalry is renewed and maybe the biggest game between these two schools in school history. Today's game is the McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Thanks also to Capital Health System, Team Toyota, BCWSA, McCaffrey's Food Markets, the Revere Restaurant, Discount Auto, Senator Steve Sanacero, Charcoal BYOB, Chris Auto Body, the Pennsbury Boys Baseball Parents Club, Fletcher's Garage, DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza on New Falls Road, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, the Trenton Thunder. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group for powering portions of today's action here on WBCB. Again, Pennsbury, they won the coin flip, so they will be the home team here in this state semifinal matchup. Neshaminy will be the away team. We'll take a look at starting lineups in just a little bit and get further into our Trentonian pregame activities. Big thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group for helping to make today's game possible. Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, and Haldeman Ford. And we welcome in the crew. Gus Barber helping us with video engineering, breaking down the game. Ben Goldstein will have our player of the game interviews after the contest, and he'll also analyze the action with us. And guys, this is a huge matchup for these two schools. The winner here gets an opportunity to play on Thursday at Penn State University's Medler Field for an opportunity to be state champions. And Ben, these two teams very familiar with each other now, as this will be the fifth time that they have matched up here in the 2026 season.
It is Pennsbury 3-1 in those games. They've won the last three, but in this type of scenario and in this type of rivalry, it doesn't matter. It's a whole new ball game. Everyone's 0-0. We're going out. We're playing in the state semifinal game. And we were in the car heading home from Monday's victory for Pennsbury from Easton High School, and we saw this matchup. My first thought was, this has to be the biggest Pennsbury-Neshaminy game ever. These teams, at least in the three sports, baseball, basketball, and football, have never met up this deep in the playoffs, and we are in for quite the treat this afternoon.
Yeah, on that ride, you mentioned to us that Pennsbury and Neshaminy met in the district final in volleyball, but this is an opportunity to go to the state championship game in baseball. It's something that Pennsbury did back in 2017. Neshaminy, they have never been state finalists, but for Neshaminy, they feel like it's kind of a natural progression for them, Gus, because they were state semifinalists last year, and they brought almost their entire team back, including some of their standout players from that deep playoff run last season, and they're thinking, hey, this is our opportunity to take that next step forward.
Yeah, you have to go with the progression when you look at it, and last year they got to this point. If you think, we got to get better than that, you have to win this game, and that would be the next advance. And this is the Neshaminy team that is going up against an opponent that they're somewhat familiar with. This is the fifth time this year alone that these two teams have played each other, and every meeting has been for something significant. In the regular season, the 3-game series was for the Patriot League division. The last game they versed was in the district semifinals to go to the district championship. Now in the state semifinals to go to the state championship. I said it on the ride home. This could not have been scripted any better. One of the longest rivalries in Bucks County, not even in the 6A division, in Bucks County, is coming to conclusion to see who goes to the state championship. It doesn't get any better than this. Steven Spielberg must have been writing this, because this is an Oscar nominee-worthy movie.
Absolutely. We got Disclosure Day here as we'll find out who moves on to the state final, the Pennsbury Falcons or the Neshaminy Redskins, and all of those games have been consequential, Ben. Today, the pitching matchup, consequential. Who's going to take the hill? For Pennsbury, they go with their ace, Keller Bradley, who has not been exceptional against Neshaminy. He has not had his best stuff against the Redskins, but he is an outstanding pitcher, throws in the mid-90s, has wicked breaking stuff, and when he is on, he is almost unhittable. And for Neshaminy today, they go with Matthew Grin. He has been great against Pennsbury. He's had some of his best games against the Falcons this season.
It's kind of like duel's advocate. You look at Keller Bradley's season numbers, a 1.67 ERA, a 1.14 whip. And then you look at his numbers against Neshaminy. In the 2 starts, he's thrown 6 innings, allowing 9 hits, 10 runs. All of them have been earned, 6 strikeouts, 10 walks on 156 pitches in those 2 games. Then you look at Grin's stats back on May the 5th, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a strikeout, a walk, 2-hit batsman for 74 pitches. He did everything well. He didn't exactly get the strikeouts, but still got the outs against Pennsbury. He allowed an early run or 2 and then just dialed it in, pitched his game, and got the Falcons retired. You look at Bradley, one of the best pitchers in the district in 6A, has immensely struggled against the rival. Grin, kind of an underrated left-hander, has stepped up a level against their rival. We'll see who can take that step onto the top podium, the top step this afternoon.
Yeah, and we will see where the heroes emerge to move one of these teams into the state championship game on Thursday. Will it be a performance on the mound? Will it be a productive at-bat at the plate? Some heroic play in the field? I mean, how about Henry Garlitz in left in the district quarterfinal, the state quarterfinal game, as he made a diving catch to basically save the game for Pennsbury?
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of base runners that the Falcons allowed against Hazleton area. They loaded the bases up a bunch of times in that game, and they were threatening late innings and a line drive. I thought it was a base hit, no question.
I think we all did.
And Garlitz became the hero with that diving grab.
Yeah, I remember just thinking back and looking back at that play. It was so fast, so quick. We weren't even able to catch it on our camera. We all thought it was going to be a base hit, and then out of nowhere, we see Garlitz laying out, making the catch, and we talked about it on the ride home. That pretty much was a game-saving catch. If that ball gets by Garlitz there, 1 run is coming in to score because there was a runner on second. He was taking off. Ball gets past Garlitz, goes to the wall. Runner goes all the way to third, probably with only 1 out. Tie ball game, 1 runner on third with 1 out. That is a successful recipe if you were Hazleton.
Right.
And Henry Garlitz was just able to lay out. And you look at both these teams, it's going to be a mixture of everything. You were saying, is it going to be a pitcher's duel? Is it going to be the runs? Is it going to be defense? And you look at both teams, they're pretty much identical. Really good pitching staffs at the top, offenses that can produce, and phenomenal defense.
Yeah, good teams all around. And it was awesome to hear your interview with Henry after the game, as you got to speak with our DiLorenzo's, the Berg star of the game, Henry Garlitz. He got a gift certificate for pizza and whatever over there at DiLorenzo's, and he was just like, the vibe on this team, I love these guys so much, was what he kept on saying, and I just wanted to continue to play. And like, I was ready to run through a wall after seeing that post-game interview with Garlitz, because he fired me up to just like, yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to do whatever you need to do in order to have that, you know, the pain is temporary, but the glory is forever.
That's for sure. And Henry Garlitz, he can make you run through a wall when he's getting going with his interviews and him talking. But
absolutely,
even just the brotherhood on this team is so strong. And I talked to Coach Pacey about it after the game, and just seeing it build all season long, it's been special. They're not here without that brotherhood. These guys have played together forever, and in a couple more games, they have a chance to walk together forever. But it has to start this afternoon.
You know, Neshaminy also feeling that energy because, again, this is the same group that took Neshaminy into the state semifinals last year. They brought everybody back. They've gotten stellar performances from all of the guys who were first team last year. Again, they're first team all-league players this year. And so both these teams, you know, especially as you take that run through the playoff, the more you survive and advance, the more you build that brotherhood and that bond. And we'll see, you know, which teams bond will hold tight in this one here today.
Yeah, like you said with Neshaminy, a team that was at this very exact same stage last year, so they already have somewhat of that bond from last year.
Right.
A lot of those players carrying over into this team and doing the exact same thing. That bond is insurmountable. It's unbreakable. But then you look at Pennsbury on the other hand. They didn't have that quite success last year, but you look this year, they have had a ton of success this year, and it's a team that you see some carryover from the last couple of years. You see Keller, who's been on the team, Crane, who's been on the team. So this is a group that's already close, and then the successful season they've had makes it even better.
Yeah, and some of that success has come at the hand of this Neshaminy team. So Neshaminy with a little bit of revenge on their mind. Lineup cards have been exchanged. Interesting part of the Pennsbury lineup, Pierce Perry is in the field playing right field today, and for the duration of this season, he's been their DH, but now is able to throw a little bit as starters coming out here. And for Neshaminy, Mike Sassano, who will lead off and play second base for the Redskins, led by Dan Toner, and he's followed by Dan Marable. Dan will be in right field, hitting second. Chase Bonner, batting third, will be at shortstop, and he was the two-time player of the league. In the cleanup spot for Neshaminy today is Brandon Law, and he'll play third base. Noah Wallace hits fifth, and he's at first base. It's Matt Grin doing the pitching, and he will hit sixth today. Sam Hitchin does the catching, hits seventh with Nick Sassano out in center field batting eighth. And Dylan Cloud is the DH. He will bat ninth for left fielder Mike Welsh. And Mike takes the field.
Dylan Hollenbach. Number 5, James Lombardo.
Dylan Hollenbach, James Lombardo.
Number 7, Ethan Hoyt.
Out there along with Merton.
DJ Tate. Number 13,
DJ Tate.
Jack Eichstadt.
Jack Eichstadt is all the players getting recognized. And I'll even introduce the coaches leading both of these teams.
Number 20, Ben Quinn. Number 21, Michael Chicoletti. Number 24, Shane Gilchrist. Number 26, Michael Brooks. Assistant coaches, Kevin Bonner, Jeff Toner, Jim Strickler, Joe Kalick, Corey Joyce, Ed Place, Daryl Fine, Ben Robb, Ryan Hartley.
All right, so you were talking about the Vandy Whistler, right? We got the cowbells for Neshaminy today.
I think that's a certain school, too. I think a certain school does that, like Ole Miss or something. But, yeah, we got the bells out today.
As here come the Pennsbury Falcons. McCaffrey's game of the day here on WBCB PIAA State Semifinal.
Number 2, Carlton Crane.
And a familiar lineup for the Pennsbury Falcons. As Carlton Crane out first, leading off and playing shortstop. He's followed by Pierce Perry, who is out in right field today for the Falcons. Doing the pitching, number 20, their ace, Keller Bradley. Brendan Zuckerman will DH and hit third. Ty Lee, the general, is in the cleanup spot and will do the catching. Michael Sognes hits fifth and will play second base. Seidler out in center field, hitting seventh.
Number 16, Henry Garlitz.
Henry Garlitz with that web gem helping to get the Falcons to the semifinal round. He will hit seventh with Nolan Kalenko at first base today for the Falcons, hitting eighth. And Finn Burke, the sophomore, rounding out this Pennsbury lineup. And he'll be hitting ninth and playing third base.
Yeah, the big change for this Falcon team. Obviously, Pierce Perry being the DH all year long with that arm injury. Now, I guess, finally good enough to throw. He's playing right field. You'd have to think that's a defensive upgrade out there. But you have to think he hasn't played out there all year long. Is there going to be some rust? I don't think there will be. But it is something you have to look at.
Athletes are athletes. He's going to be out there in right field. He played in the outfield last year when he was not pitching for the Pennsbury Falcons. That's, it's right field. If they're a little late on Bradley, some of these right-handed hitters could ship out that way. But we'll see how he fares out there. However, you got to think about Neshaminy has all lefties in their lineup. So if they're late on his fastball, it's going to be going out to left field to Henry Garlitz, who proved he can play the outfield very well. So we'll see if Perry gets some action out there. But the Falcons have been working to get Zuckerman out of right field and more in that DH position. They're able to do that now here in the semis.
Yeah, both of these lineups with the fair share of left-handed left-handed batters. As we get you closer to first pitch here today from Villanova Ballpark, the game is brought to you by Senator Steve Sanicero of the Pennsylvania 10th District, and he would like to congratulate the Pennsbury baseball team on their District 1 championship. Senator Sanicero also wants to congratulate all graduating seniors and wish them the best of luck. Good luck, Falcons, in the state tournament. All right, we will rise and remove our caps as we have the national anthem here before the first pitch of today's game.
Since 1954, the name McCafferty has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCafferty continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCafferty, who supports the community. The name McCafferty means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service. At Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
Welcome back to Villanova Ballpark here in Plymouth Township, PA. It's the PIAA state semifinal. The Neshaminy Redskins, the away team, the Pennsbury Falcons, the home team in this one. That was determined by a pre-game coin flick. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian for your complete local and national news. 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Neshaminy defeating William Allen in the opening round of the state tournament 4-2. They were the District 11 champs, and then they took care of LaSalle, an upset in that game. LaSalle was riding a 20-game win streak into that quarterfinal game against Neshaminy and got a great pitching performance from the player of the year, the two-time player of the year, Chase Bonner, who held the Explorers in check, and the Neshaminy Redskins shutting them out with a 3-0 victory. Meanwhile, for the Pennsbury Falcons, it was the Hazleton area team that fell 2-0, and they had a lot of base runners. The Falcons only getting 2 runs, but that's all they needed as they were able to shut out the Cougars 2-0 and move themselves here into this state semi.
Another different type of win for Pennsbury. They haven't been in that low-scoring, close game all year long. They've had a lot of blowouts. They've had a couple of comebacks. This time, it's the low-scoring 2-0 score that they're able to pull out and win with some defensive and pitching masterpieces. When you step up in a big spot, a lot of base runners on for Pennsbury that they weren't able to score. They stranded a bunch of base runners on the defensive side. So kind of a different kind of win for Pennsbury, but it's so important that they're showing they can win in different ways at this level.
Yeah, and the thing I really took away from the last game, too, is obviously this is a lineup 1 through 9 that's going to kill you. It's going to do some damage. But last game, it felt like the top of the half of the lineup for Falcons was kind of struggling a little bit against an Hazleton team, and it was the bottom half of the lineup that really came together. Henry Garlitz, Finn Burke, Danny Seiler, those were the 3 guys that really stood out to me offensively, and they all had big contributions defensively as well. So let's see if that bottom half of the lineup can continue that streak.
And I think both of those things are a mark of a good team. You can win in different ways, and you're getting contributions up and down the lineup. And we'll see if the Falcons can carry that into today's game. And for Neshaminy, the top of their lineup has just been outstanding. Dan Marable, Mike Sassano, Chase Bonner, Brendan Law, all league selections, and they have helped to kind of get the Neshaminy offense charged up and going. Also, most of the production coming from those top guys in this Neshaminy lineup. Mike Sassano steps in the batter's box, and we are ready to go. McCaffrey's game of the day. It's the PIAA 6A state semifinal. Winner here moves on to Penn State on Thursday. Opportunity to win a state crown. Keller Bradley, the big righty, set. He kicks and delivers and misses down low.
Well, I think we'll be able to tell what Bradley has here early. Last time against Neshaminy, he was walking guys left and right in that first inning, just went an inning and a third. If he's able to throw strikes in this first inning, should feel good.
The 1-0, down and away. A 2-0 count to Sassano.
Yeah, for how good Keller's been all year long, this is the one team that he just has not really figured out. First game, he went a couple innings into it, had a decent game. Neshaminy still came out on top. Last game, absolutely shelled by the Skins team.
That one was off the plate, so 3 straight missing to Mike Sassano. Neshaminy jumped in front of Pennsbury the last time they met, 6-0, with some big production in the early innings. Sassano taken all the way as Bradley finds the zone. Now his 3-1 pitch. Another called strike.
Him and his brother both going to Delaware Valley for football.
Bradley battling back here in this first at-bat of the afternoon. Kicks and fires and fouled off. Sassano gets a little piece of it to stay alive.
That one looked a little outside. Sassano may have been swinging at ball 4 right there, but got to protect if it's close.
And Bradley did give up some walks to Neshaminy, but they also got the bats going against him. 3-2. Ground ball right towards Sognis. He's up with it, throws to Kalanko, and there's one down here in the top of the first.
Well, last time these two teams met, that was a play that kind of derailed that first inning. It was a ground ball in between Sognis and Kalanko. Neither exactly charged it by them. A play should have easily have been made. Derailed that first inning. Kind of get things weird and wacky for Keller Bradley. Able to easily make the play this time for the first down.
Dan Marable at the plate for Neshaminy. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off, out of play.
Oh, it just hit a car.
Oh.
A passing motorist just got one on the windshield. Just behind us is Germantown Pike.
I think they're going to be pulling in.
Bradley delivers the 0-1. Gets him with the high fastball. Brandon Law, a senior. Marable here at the plate, a junior.
.261 average this season, 9 RBIs.
Was hitting 400 in the postseason for a while.
Ooh.
Takes, and that one just missing. A 1-2 count to Marable.
Big part of Keller's success this season has been getting ahead of counts. If he falls behind, he has, with how studded he is, has trouble fighting back in those counts. So him getting ahead early is key.
The 1-2 popped foul back behind us and out of play.
I just realized, too, we have that net, too. That ball went over the net and hit that car. Wow.
Well, we got a pretty nice day today. High temperatures maybe getting up into the low 80s, but ample sunshine. Feels a bit hotter than that. The 1-2 on a bounce. Bradley gloves it and will underhand toss to Kalanko. And 2 up, 2 down as a 1-3 put out. Retires Marable.
PFP, nice and easy from Bradley. Gate reaction time. Just gets back to him, snares it out of the hand, and flips over to first for the easy out.
One of those ones where he just puts his gloves out. Oh, my God, look what I found.
And now the 2-time player of the year, Chase Bonner, at the plate. Chase exceptional on the mound. A great shortstop, but also a great pitcher. Today he's at shortstop for Neshaminy, but through that shutout in the quarterfinal against LaSalle.
.464 average, 32 hits, 8 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, 22 RBIs.
The 1-0 in there from Bradley.
Also has walked 26 times this season.
Small sample size, but it feels like Keller Bradley has settled down and has found the zone, the 1-2. Missing maybe down low a touch. A 2-1 count here to Bonner. Just a tough guy to keep off the bases, the 2-1. Ground ball, and Kalenko has it on a couple of hops. He'll take it to the bag unassisted. And 3 up, 3 down for Neshaminy in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom half of the first inning here in the PIAA state semifinal. And Senator Steve Sanacero of the Pennsylvania 10th District would like to congratulate the Pennsbury baseball team on their District 1 championship. And Senator Sanacero would also like to congratulate all of the graduating seniors like Ben Goldstein and wish them the best of luck. Good luck, Falcons, in the state tournament.
And 1 week from today, we graduate.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
15th?
Yes.
One of the nicest restaurants in all of Bucks County is right here in our own backyard overlooking the Delaware, Charcoal in Yardley. Charcoal offers exceptional food that is locally sourced and seasonally inspired. Charcoal serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Sunday. Charcoal, a BYOB restaurant, and you can visit their website for menus and more info at charcoalbyob.com. That's charcoalbyob.com. Charcoal, voted best of Bucks and truly a neighborhood gem and a down-to-earth American cafe overlooking the Delaware on River Road in Yardley. Open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Charcoal, making portions of today's game possible on WBCB. Well, a huge game between these rivals and an interesting dynamic between the two head coaches, Ben. Joe Pacey and Dan Toner, they coached together before. They run camps together before the game. They were embracing, and then, kind of a brother. You talk about the baseball, it's an extended family, I think, amongst the baseball world. But these two guys have a unique brotherhood. But who do you want to beat more than your brother?
I don't know how you still stay friends after you face each other in a state semifinal game. It's like, I don't know how the Kelsey brothers still like each other if they're playing in the Super Bowl. It's so weird that the two rivals of two of the biggest markets in Bucks County are best friends and have run so many things together, but it's, in a way, it's pretty wholesome as well.
Yeah.
And these two guys go home and still are good buds, but, that doesn't dismiss anything from this game. Still, it's just a crazy storyline.
Yeah, the connection between the coaches, the rivalry between the schools, and now the Pennsbury Falcons will step to the plate for the first time this afternoon in the bottom of the first. Carlton Crane, Pierce Perry, Brendan Zuckerman facing lefty Matt Grin. Grin has pitched to a 1.67 ERA, and the first one down low to the Pennsbury shortstop.
7-1 this year on 50 in the third innings of 44 strikeouts to 11 walks.
That one in there for strike one. Carlton Crane does a good job, prototypical leadoff guy. He's going to see a bunch of pitches and has a knack for getting on a good on-base percentage. The 1-1 ground ball right side. Wallace gloves it and will throw to Grin, who races over and covers first base in time. It's a 3-1 ground out for Carlton Crane, one away in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, good job by Grin just to be able to get over there in time. Crane realizing it's going to be a close play and just beating it out right out the box.
Little cloud cover now as we're with you from Plymouth Township, PA, and Pierce Perry, who has been the DH for the Falcons, playing right field today. He's been a mainstay at that second spot in the lineup and had the go-ahead RBI in their quarterfinal victory over Hazleton area. And just a bit off the plate. Ball two from Grin.
When we had our Broken Goblet preseason show for Pennsbury baseball, I asked Perry, will being a DH kind of help you?
The 2-0 on the line, out to left, but Mike Welsh under it, makes the grab, and 2 up, 2 down for the Falcons. in the bottom of the first.
Hitter, number 19, Brendan Zuckerman.
So DH Brendan Zuckerman now in the batter's box. Has been extremely productive, as you'd expect from a 3-hole hitter in a team that has won a league championship this season, a district championship, and now with an opportunity maybe to go to a state championship. This guy has been a big part of it. 0-1. Checks the swing and takes high.
Grin is just firing pitches around the strike zone and in the strike zone right now. Something Pennsbury has struggled with this season is low velocity in the zone. Struggled against it against Hazleton on Monday, and they're seeing it again here.
The 1-1 just off the plate for ball 2.
Obviously had issues with it in the first matchup against Grand back on May 5th.
Lefty looks over the glove, 2-1 delivery. Kind of jammed him. Looping line drive, a short liner that Mike Sassano catches for out number 3. So Zuckerman lines out to second base. And for Pennsbury, it's a 1-2-3 inning as they have no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. A quick first inning here in the PIAA 6A semi. No score between the Pennsbury Falcons and Neshaminy Redskins. And the oldest, most dependable family-owned Ford dealer in Lower Bucks and Mercer County, Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. The Haldeman family offering a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And they have over 100 trucks from the Ford Maverick to the Ford Super Duty F350 pickup. Mustangs to pre-owned cars. Haldeman Ford has the inventory, their state-of-the-art service facility known for their superior service, so great that the Pennsbury school buses to local municipal cars get serviced at Haldeman Ford. Buy a set of Ford tires from Haldeman Ford. They'll beat any price, plus a $130 rebate on select brands. Haldeman Ford, 20 minutes from Langhorne on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, proud to sponsor portions of today's game. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Well, great to be back here at Villanova Ballpark. Kind of an interesting setup here. They have a turf infield and a grass outfield. And we have heard from people that the turf infield plays a little bit slower than some turf surfaces.
It's some soft turf out there.
The outfield grass is a little bit long as well, so we expect that to slow down some ground balls as we go to the top of the second. Swing and a miss from Brandon Lowell.
Yeah, the turf you would think would help Neshaminy with them having a brand new turf field, but with it being a slower turf and the ball's dying a little bit.
Righty kicks and delivers, and swing and a miss from Law,
403 average this season, 29 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, 24 RBIs. Was the first team all-league third baseman for the second straight year.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out.
Good morning.
Bradley gets him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3 pitches, sit down. What a sequence here by Bradley, and he's looking on one early.
Brings Noah Wallace to the plate. Wallace, a first-team SOL first baseman this season and last season. Bradley kicks and fires that one in there and fouled away on the right side. Well out of play.
I cannot believe that first foul ball hit a moving car. That was crazy.
That was awesome.
If that car was a couple more inches up, that windshield was taking a hit.
I mean, maybe commuters who travel this route all the time, maybe that happens every once in a while. The 0-1 popped up, out to left. Garlett's under it, makes the catch. And Noah Wallace flies out. 2 up, 2 down for Neshaminy in the top of the second.
The pitcher, number 17, Matt Grin.
Grin has been great on the mound, but also great at the plate, 397 average. Was a first-team All-League outfielder along with a second-team All-League pitcher, athlete.
Yeah, a lot of versatility up and down this Neshaminy lineup as a bunt attempt. And he offered at it, strike 1 to Grin. The 0-1 pitch down low in the dirt. Pennsbury also with some versatile players, but it seems like they have a little bit more of a dividing line between their pitchers and the guys that are out in the field for them. 1-1. Neshaminy, top pitcher, is also their top shortstop, and their second starter is the top outfielder for this team.
Yeah, you see it two different ways sometimes, and you're seeing it on both sides. A pitcher that can do damage with the bat, or you see the POs, the pitcher-onlys. You know, you see Pennsbury do the pitcher-onlys a lot of the time, and now you see Neshaminy, some of their best pitchers are their best hitters as well.
That one fouled behind us, a 2-2 count to Grin. Bradley takes a breath, the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Matt Grin fishing for that one. And 2 strikeouts in the inning for Keller Bradley. Authors another 1-2-3 inning as sets down Neshaminy in order. No runs, no hits. No one left on base.
5 pitches for number 20, Keller Bradley.
Pacey trying to get the pitch count corrected.
I have 10 for that.
Just making sure that Neshaminy, they have 10 assessed to Matt Grin.
I also have 10, so 10 is the right number.
So that's what Coach Pacey coming over?
Yeah.
He knows
BCB always has the right number.
He knows if anybody's going to have the right number, it's going to be you, Ben.
Today's game brought to you as a public service by the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club, who would like to wish the Falcons the best of luck today. Come on out, support your Pennsbury Falcons, and we hope you're enjoying today's game here on WBCB. It is great to be with you. Thankfully, we got a little bit of cloud cover, but what an amazing matchup between this rivalry. These schools go at it, whether it's the baseball diamond, the gridiron, the basketball court, the softball field. It is a fierce rivalry between Neshaminy and Pennsbury. And today, these two schools, who battled already 4 times this year, go at it for an opportunity to move on to the state championship game. And man, it's been a great high school baseball season for us on WBCB following this Pennsbury team, and then able to catch some Neshaminy games. And we got a Pennsbury senior with us, Ben Goldstein, a Pennsbury alumni, Gus the Bus Barber, and a Neshaminy graduate, yours truly, to just balance things out here a little bit.
Hey, and I may be a Pennsbury guy, but I have some love and loyalty to Neshaminy as well. My girlfriend, Nichelle, she is a Neshaminy alum as well. So say what you want, but I got some Neshaminy love as well.
Well, it is remarkable.
I got no Neshaminy love as a student. So
well, it's really remarkable, though, at this point in the season here, that these two teams meet again and an opportunity to go to Penn State to the victor. As Tyler Lee, the general, stepping into the batter's box.
Yeah, and looking at the bracket a little bit, we could have a District 6A rematch in the championship between O&J Roberts and Pennsbury.
Could you imagine Pennsbury has their semifinal district matchup and the final is the same matchup?
In the district.
Has that ever happened before? That is crazy.
I don't think it has. It can't have.
Yeah, the winner here will meet either O&J Roberts or Butler. First pitch swinging is Lee, sends it to center field. Nick Sassano has it measured, makes the catch, and there's one away.
First ball hit pretty hard today by Pennsbury, just right to the center field. Didn't have to take a single step out there.
Brings to the plate Michael Sognes.
Saw that a little bit against Hazleton. Balls were getting hit hard, just right to the fielders. Gonna try to find some grass out there.
First pitch strike from Grin. Saw something from head coach Dan Toner of Neshaminy, talking about how last year reaching this state semifinal round, the 0-1, down and in for a ball to Sognes. They really learned that they can compete at the highest level with any teams in 6A baseball. But the question is, can you perform when you're on that biggest stage? And I think both teams recognize, the compete is there. 1-1, back up the middle and through. Just under the glove of Grin, and Sognes with a base hit out to center.
Well, that's what you got to do. We said hitting the balls hard, but not finding grass. That one not hit particularly hard on the ground, but shoots it right up the middle, right under Grin's glove, and it's a first hit of the day for either team.
Seidler steps up for the Falcons with 1 on and 1 down in the bottom of the second.
Seidler's last at-bat here. Ball almost left the ballpark, hit it all the way off the footing of the wall to straight away right field.
Grin kicks and fires in there for a strike to Seidler.
The hit resulted in a 2-run double to extend Pennsbury's lead, which ended up being pretty helpful in getting the Falcons a district championship.
A league title, a district championship for the Falcons, and looking for more, looking for a trip to Penn State as they'll check on Sognis. Defensively again for Neshaminy, you got Wallace over there at first, Sassano at second, Bonner at shortstop with Lal playing third base, Welsh, Sassano, and Marable left to right in the outfield with Hitchens doing the catching. As Grin fires breaking ball, just breaking a little too much off the plate.
These Grin misses are not by much. He is dancing around the strike zone, and Falcons being patient.
Well, that's one of the things you expect as you get deeper into the state playoffs. You're powered by your pitching, and the 1-1 ground ball sharply hit. Sassano has it and throws out Seidler, and there's 2 down. Sognis up to second base. So with 2 away, the Falcons with a runner in scoring position for Garlitz.
Mike Sassano with a smooth play out there with the slide and the throw, but hey, able to move the runner up to second, and Garlitz, who had an excellent day at the plate on Monday with 2 for 2.
2 for 2 at the plate, a big play in the field for Garlitz. He was our DiLorenzo's player of the game. And a little check swing foul ball. And Grin jumps in front, 0-1 count.
Excuse me, Garlitz 2 for 3 with a double.
But it was that play in the field that maybe saved the game for the Falcons.
Not just the game, that saved the season.
Long look here for Grin. Checks Sognis a couple times. Looks back again, and the 0-1. Off-speed pitch that is just off the plate.
Yeah, didn't miss by much there.
Well, again, those pitching performances, you expect guys with great arms, guys that have moved their team through big situations this year, and time called and given to Garlitz, who steps out.
Some mind games.
Someone was asking before the game, what do you think? Is it going to be a pitcher's duel? Is it going to be a lot of offense? I mean, it's really hard to say. I mean, both these teams have great offenses, but when you get great pitchers out there, the 1-1 sliced, it's going to be a foul ball, and a pop-up caught by Noah Wallace in foul territory retires Garlitz for out number 3 here in the second.
Second straight 10-pitch inning for Matt Grin. The efficiency and cruising so far.
So he does give up a base hit, and the Pennsbury Falcons leave 1 runner on base, but still scoreless in this PIAA 6A semifinal between the Falcons and the Redskins. And today's game brought to you in part by Chris Auto Body. They hope you're enjoying today's game. Chris Auto Body, 20 short minutes from Hamilton Township in Fairless Hills. Chris Auto Body, family owned and operated by Hamiltonians, and they've been in business over 60 years. They handle all auto body repairs and work with all insurance companies. Free estimates, complete auto body repairs, lifetime warranties, auto glass replacement. It's all at Chris Auto Body. Even do paintless dent repair, on-site car rental. Hand off your auto body and repair work to the team that handles everything, including pickup and delivery. Chris Auto Body with 3 locations: Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, and also in Lambertville and in New Hope. And thanks to DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, just down the street from Pennsbury High School at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown. Owned and operated by Tyler DiLorenzo, and he uses all the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the Chambersburg section back in the 1940s, the great original Trenton tomato pie, and much, much more. 8919 New Falls Road, DiLorenzo's. Give them a call. They'll have it ready, 215-943-2605. Keller Bradley hits the outside corner, and it's strike one to Sam Hitchin. Hitchin to be followed by Sassano and Cloud as the righty kicks and fires, and this one is sent deep out to right, but back there is Pierce Perry, and he makes the catch. How about that? Has not been in right field all year for the Falcons, but gets that assignment here in this 6A semifinal game. And how about the athleticism paying off right there, as you mentioned in our pregame activities, Ben?
Yeah, Perry, not the greatest route to the ball, but was able to get there, trailing over to his glove side and able to come up with the play. And, hey, that's an athlete out there in right field, Gus.
Yeah, definitely would have, don't know what would have happened if Zuckerman was out there, but with Perry being out there, first play since being back in the field of the injury. Not the great route, but it was under it. It's like a shooter sometimes. You just got to get the first one in the glove.
And, hey, no disrespect to Brendan Zuckerman, but, two different athletes in their own ways out there in right field.
The 0-1. Ground ball, right side. Kolenko backhands, throws to Bradley, picks it up and touches first base just in time. It skipped off the turf. Bradley's able to glove it, and he was on the bag just ahead of Sassano, 2 down.
And Ben keeps talking about athletes and athleticism. What an athletic play right there by Keller Bradley. Scooping the ball and sliding to get to the bag all at the same time. Hell of a play by Keller.
Pretty nifty stuff from Kolenko, too, to backhand that one. And to read that play, D.H. Dylan Cloud takes down in the turf for ball 1.
And we've said Keller's had some struggles here and there. Last time against Neshaminy in the districts, got pulled in the second, a real bad outing, but so far in the States, he has been absolutely locked down.
The 1-0. And this is what you expect from an ace pitcher, to have their best performances on the biggest stage. And also for Pennsbury, that 2-0 is down and away. I think they're ready to make changes if necessary. If they see any shakiness from Bradley, there's going to be no hesitation for Coach Pacey to go into the bullpen, the 3-0. Strike one taken all the way is Cloud.
Kind of the same approach they had with Bradley last time against Neshaminy in the districts. They weren't going to wait. They were going to pull him when they did, and they pulled him in the second. And goes to show you that was the right decision, because Owen Hawk came in, absolutely had a great outing, and Pennsbury came back and won.
Down low there, ball 4 to Dylan Cloud. And Neshaminy with their first base runner of the day. 2 outs, a runner at first for Sassano.
Bradley can't let anything spiral here. Got to bear down here against the top of the order.
First time up, he induced a ground ball from Sassano. And almost got him, but Cloud back in time.
It's close over there. Throw was a little low, bounced around a bit, but a nice snap.
Bradley looks down, checks, and a bouncer right back to the mound. He'll flip to first to retire Sassano. And a base runner for Neshaminy, but no runs, no hits, and they do leave 1 on base. So we are now through 2.5 here in the PIAA 6A semifinal. And want to mention that today's game is brought to you in part by the oldest, most dependable family-owned Ford dealer in Lower Bucks and Mercer County, Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in nearby Hamilton Township. The Haldeman family offers the largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area, including over 100 trucks from the Ford Maverick to the Ford Super Duty F-350 pickup. Mustangs to pre-owned cars. Haldeman Ford has the inventory. Their state-of-the-art service facility is also known for their superior service, so great that Pennsbury school buses to municipal cars get serviced. right there at Haldeman. And same thing with the Pennsbury school buses, municipal cars. And if you buy a set of 4 tires from Haldeman, they'll beat any price out there, plus a $130 rebate on select brands. Haldeman Ford, 20 minutes from Langhorne on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, proud to sponsor portions of today's game. I want to say thank you to the powers that be. I'm not sure what the procedures were or what the process is, but that we were able to be here today for a state semifinal game with our full video presentation is just awesome. And we are so excited to be with you here today on WBCB. Chris Hermer with Gus the Bus Barber, Ben Goldstein, and David Shapansky as we go to the bottom of the third here in a scoreless state semifinal game. Kalanko, Burke, and Crane set to hit here for the Falcons as we get back to it.
Back-to-back 10-pitch innings for Grin, just at 20 pitches so far. Falcons may take a different approach here.
And got him on the elbow. Kalanko hit by the pitch.
Yeah, you could hear it all the way up here. You heard it tink something, but Kalanko didn't really give a reaction like it hit him. Just looked right at the umpire, and umpire
off that elbow guard, probably didn't even feel it at first.
Yeah, but the umpire saw it. First base, he's rewarded, and a leadoff runner here for the Falcons.
Well, certainly didn't make a lot of effort to get out of the way of that one. He's happy to
Yeah, you heard some Neshaminy fans over here saying
get on base.
He leaned into it, and I wouldn't say he leaned in, but he definitely didn't lean away from it.
Sophomore Finn Burke in the batter's box. Lays down a bunt up the first base line. Grin gloves it and throws in time to get Finn Burke. And then a back pick almost got Kalanko off the second base bag, but he is safe at second, and there's one away.
And that's huge because you get the base runner in scoring position with only one out, and you flip the lineup over to the ever-dangerous Carlton Crane, who I've said may be, if not the best shortstop/leadoff hitter in Pennsbury in the last however many years.
Carlton hitting .525 this season, an OPS of 1.318 at the top of the order all season long.
Has been the table setter, but here he could try to clean him off and put the first run on the scoreboard here today.
Feels like runs may come at a premium this afternoon with how both pitchers are going, so a run here or a couple of would be gigantic in the early portion of this ball game.
They check Kalanko, the 0-1. Sliced foul on the right side and out of play. So Crane now behind lefty Matt Grin, a 0-2 count. Really, really pleasant day for this one. Not much of a breeze, and when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's almost ideal for today's 6A semifinal. The 0-2. Down and away. Crane takes.
I feel like I can't count even how many times Crane has been in a count 0-2 and has battled back all the way to full count, drawing a walk, 2-2, and then getting a timely base hit. He does it time and time again.
Grin again set. The 1-2 breaking ball that's sent right back up the middle. A base hit for Carlton Crane. They're going to send Kalanko. The play at the plate. The throw not in time. And the Falcons in front 1-0 here in the 6A state semi. Carlton Crane with the RBI base hit.
There's that timely hit. An excellent take on that breaking ball. 0-2. Carlton could have gone down for that and fished, but no, he kept the reel in and deals one into center field. Kalanko chugging it around. What a huge base hit for Carlton Crane and a huge run for Pennsbury here early.
Did you expect anything else from Carlton Crane? Gets up with runner on, one out, runner in scoring position. You kind of had that feeling he was going to come up big time. He's done it time and time again. He does it right there.
One thing the Falcons have done throughout this season is put together big innings. It was one of the things that helped them turn things around against Neshaminy after the Redskins took a 6-0 lead in their district clash. And then the Falcons had a 5-run inning and a 7-run inning to come from behind and win it 12-7 when it was all said and done. And we'll see if they can get a big inning going here in the third. Perry takes, and that one inside.
And Grin has been so locked in today. One mistake, though, was that hit by pitch. And Pennsbury, you give them any extra mistakes, they're going to make you pay.
He gave up a base runner, and the Falcons take advantage. 1-0. In there for a strike to Perry. First time up, Perry sent a liner out to left that was taken care of by Welsh. Lefty with a long look here, gets his pitch from Hitchens. And a pickoff throw, and safe, just barely. Carlton Crane gets the hand back in front of the tag.
That was a close play, though. Great pickoff move there by Grim.
Safe to say, we're on the Neshaminy side over here. Safe to say they're not too pleased with some of these calls here early.
On a close play, you know they're always going to be
always little chirps.
Favoring Neshaminy, the 1-1. Fouled on the right side, left side, out of play.
No car.
Hope those foul balls don't hit those cars. If your car does get dinged up from broken windshields, the dents, major auto body work, Chris Auto Body, 3 convenient locations, including 212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1, Fairless Hills. Call 215-710-1080, Chris Auto Body. That one looped out to left, but right in the area of Mike Welsh, and he's under it, makes the catch. The second one that Perry sends out to left field, and second one taken care of by Neshaminy. There's 2 down now.
19, Brendan Zuckerman.
And Brendan Zuckerman up to the plate. We'll talk about Carlton Crane being the table setter. Here he drives in a run, but now he's at second base, and Brendan Zuckerman has been one of the most productive bats in this Pennsbury lineup and takes time.
Yeah, Ben's giving out nicknames, and they're getting stuck with General Ty Lee. Well, it's not really a nickname for Zuckerman, but I call him Mr. RBI because if he gets a runner in scoring position, it feels like it's almost a guarantee he's going to get an RBI.
This afternoon, runs really seem like they could be at a premium, so big plate appearance for Zuckerman. Big swing, and swings through it. Grin has just a knack of keeping these batters off balance, working the plate, changing speeds. The 0-1 from the lefty. Ground ball and taken by Bonner, who will throw across to retire Zuckerman on a 6-3 ground out. And the Pennsbury Falcons get a run in the third, and they're on top 1-0 here in this PIAA 6A semifinal. 1 run on 2 hits for the Falcons. So far this afternoon, we are through 3. And we'll return to Villanova Ballpark for more high school baseball, more of the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Parents, are you looking for an athletic performance coach for your child with over 25 years of experience? Coaches, are you looking for a strength and conditioning coach that has coached youth to professional teams to record success? Your only choice is the Kalinowski Performance Academy. The Kalinowski Performance Academy is the area leader in personal, group, team academy prep, and return to play training. The Kalinowski Performance Academy believes that everyone should have an opportunity to be their best. Go to trainlikecal.com to be Cal's next success story. That's trainlikecal.com, spelled K-A.
We go to the top of the fourth, and today's game here on WBCB made possible by Senator Steve Sanicero of the Pennsylvania 10th District, and he wants to congratulate the Pennsbury baseball team on their District 1 championship. Senator Sanicero would also like to congratulate all graduating seniors and wish them the best of luck. Good luck, Falcons, in the state tournament. Marable, Bonner, and Law here for Neshaminy in the fourth. And that one missing inside from Bradley. Again, defensively for Pennsbury, Kalanko at first, Sognes at second, Crane at shortstop, Finn Burke at third. You got Garlitz, Seidler, and Perry left to right in the outfield. It's that one down on the turf to Marable. Ty Lee, of course, doing the catching. As the righty kicks and fires the 2-0. In there for a strike.
Good pitch right there by Bradley, just catching the outside zone.
First time up, Marable bounced one back to the mound. And it was a 1-3 ground out. Sends this one sky high out to center field. Danny Seidler under it, makes the catch as Marable flies out for the first out here in the fourth.
Shortstop, number 8, Chase Bonner.
Two-time player of the year, Chase Bonner, up to bat for Neshaminy. First time up, he bounced one down the first baseline to Nolan Kalanko, who took care of it. A 3 unassisted put out his first time around, takes a first pitch strike.
Bradley's kept everyone quiet. The fastball is zipping. The breaking balls have been competitive. And Neshaminy put back the ball, but nothing falling yet.
Yeah, no real solid contact. A 1-1 count to Bonner. Swing and a miss. When Bradley is on, just some nasty, filthy stuff that
Disgusting.
really can make even a very, very good hitter like Chase Bonner look like he's out there fishing. The 1-2. That time missing away, a 2-2 count.
It starts to make sense why he's going to Vanderbilt sometimes when he's on like the way he is.
Well, Bonner also a Division I college player. He'll be at Ryder. The 2-2. Called third strike, gets him looking. Maybe up a little bit in the strike zone. But that's strikeout 3 on the day for Keller Bradley. And 2 down in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, a little Van Gogh, a little Picasso, because that was an absolute paint job of a pitch right there, just catching the outside zone. Man, oh man.
Fouled right back towards us for strike 1.
I didn't flinch.
To Brandon Law.
I didn't flinch. Absolutely not.
Well, this has been such a great high school baseball season, both for Pennsbury and Neshaminy. The Redskins back into the state semifinals. Both of these teams hoping to get back to the state championship game. Actually, for Neshaminy, would be the first time at the state final level at 6A. For Pennsbury, they're looking to get back to that state game as they did in 2027, where they 2017, and they got the win. 1-1. Down low.
I was about to say, what do you know that we don't about 2027?
I'm prognosticating. Well, Pennsbury led by Joe Pacey. He's been at the helm for 17 seasons. The 2-1 is down low. And one of those seasons, of course, 2017, where he led the Falcons to that state title.
Hell of a team. A lot of friends on that team, so.
The 3-1. Called strike, and seemed like Brandon Law was waiting for a called strike there. Or just hoping he could work the walk. But Bradley with the payoff pitch. Down and in. And Law eventually does work the walk. He heads the first with 2 down for Noah Wallace.
Second straight inning with a 2-out walk allowed by Bradley. just looking to close out the inning clean and throwing some pitches down and away.
First time up, Wallace sent one out to left field. Henry Garland's been kind of busy out there.
Well, they've been late on the
down low.
They've been late on the fastball, so they're shooting them to Garlitz's way. So he's had to be alert.
And that's something that you know is kind of typical with a flamethrower. Called strike to Wallace.
And I'm sure if they were playing a right-handed heavy lineup, as they've done so before this season, Garlitz would be in right field.
Yeah, he's been outstanding defensively and played both corners. As missing down low is Bradley.
Yeah, but it seems like he's more comfortable and more at home in that left field position. Yeah. Obviously, we saw that last game with that not only game-saving, but as Ben said, season-saving play against Hazleton.
Well, McCaffrey's game of the day here this afternoon. We're with you from Villanova Ballpark as Keller Bradley fires the 2-1 down low. The runner goes, the throw gets past Crane, is cut off by Michael Sockness, and a successful stolen base by Brendan Law.
Didn't seem like anyone was particularly expecting the stolen base. Crane got a late break to the base, and the throw was there, just nobody was home. A great play by Michael Sockness, though, to back that thing up and not let it go into center field for an extra base.
Yeah, like you said, just Crane not able to get there in time because that was an absolute seed by the general Ty Lee.
The 3-1. Down low, ball 4. Wallace walks. First and second with 2 down for Matt Grin.
Big opportunity here by Grin to help himself try to tie this ball game up, go back into the bottom of the 4th with a little bit of a different feeling. Instead of being down 1, maybe tied or even taking the lead.
Back-to-back walks issued by Bradley. And now Neshaminy threatening in the top half of the 4th. Bradley set, kicks, and fires a strike.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again for Bradley this season where if there will be a game he's cruising along and that one inning shows up and he just struggles, starts to lose it, and not necessarily implodes, but doesn't help his own cause.
And sometimes those struggles are brought on by walks. Ground ball, left side, backhanded by Crane, but he can't come up with it cleanly, and safe all around as Neshaminy with the bases loaded. Matt Grin with the infield base hit. I think even if Crane came up with that one, it was going to be really tough for him to make a successful throw.
Yeah, it looks like Crane's only play would have been at third, but obviously the runner was already there, so a tough play for Crane, and Neshaminy now itching at the doorstep.
That ball was hit so softly to Crane, and the runner was trailing with the ball. Crane had to go through the runner to get to that baseball, and by the time he got there, it was too late. The ball popped out of his glove.
So Ben Flynn takes over at first for the pitcher Matt Grin. Noah Wallace at second, Law at third, and in there for a strike.
Flynn for Grin.
Yes. Sam Hitchin, who flied out to right first time around. Here with the bases loaded, the 0-1. In there for strike 2.
Yeah,
wicked slider.
Neshaminy fans not happy with their location, but both those pitches looking like strikes.
Now Bradley in front. The righty kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Neshaminy, they leave him loaded in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit.
Carrying over to last game, that's 4 straight opportunities the opponents for the Falcons had bases loaded. Not one time have they been able to score on the Falcons.
So we go to the bottom of the 4th here in the Pennsylvania 6A semifinal. And today's game brought to you in part by Charcoal, one of the nicest restaurants in all of Bucks County, right in our own backyard, overlooking the Delaware River. Charcoal in Yardley. Charcoal offers exceptional food that is locally sourced and seasonally inspired. Charcoal serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Sunday. Charcoal, a BYOB restaurant, and you can visit their website for menus and more information at charcoalbyob.com. That's charcoalbyob.com. Charcoal, voted best of Bucks and truly a neighborhood gem and down-to-earth American cafe overlooking the Delaware on River Road in Yardley, open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the oldest, most dependable family-owned Ford dealer in Lower Bucks and Mercer County, powering portions of today's game. It's Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in nearby Hamilton Township. The Haldeman family offering the largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area, including over 100 trucks from the Ford Maverick to the Ford Super Duty F-350 pickup. Mustangs to pre-owned cars, Haldeman Ford has the inventory. Their state-of-the-art service facility is known for their superior service, so great that the Pennsbury school buses to local municipal cars get serviced at Haldeman Ford. Buy a set of 4 tires at Haldeman. They'll beat any price, plus have a $130 rebate on select brands. Haldeman Ford, 20 minutes from Langhorne on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, proud to sponsor portions of today's game. And what a game it is. Pennsylvania semifinal action at the 6A level, and a great rivalry to boot. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action on BCB, you can read all about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. You can count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Matt Grin winds and fires breaking ball that's a ground ball to short, and Chase Bonner throws in time to get Lee, and one pitch, one down in the bottom of the 4th.
Lee has led off the first inning twice. He's seen 2 pitches. First one he lined out to center, that one he grounds out to second.
Well, first time up, Michael Sognis with one of only 2 base hits for Pennsbury. Base hits have been really hard to come by this afternoon for both teams. Pennsbury with just 2 hits and Neshaminy with a single hit on the day so far.
Yeah, we only have 1 run on the scoreboard, and that 1 run really came from a hit by pitch. That run scored because the runner got on from a Kalanko hit by pitch. So, yeah, hits coming out of premium and runs even more.
Swing and a miss there on the 0-1, and Sognis falls behind. Grin ready to go. The 0-2 out to right. Dan Marable with a long run in foul territory. Can't quite make the catch, but it's a foul ball.
Surprised he even made it a close play.
Great effort.
Thought that was getting down easily.
On the full sprint, he lost his hat, had the glove up there, and just could not quite gather it in. So a second chance for Sognis, as it remains no balls and 2 strikes to the Pennsbury second baseman. Mentioning some of the all-league selections for Neshaminy earlier in the game, up and down the Pennsbury lineup, you have guys who are either first team, second team, all-league players, including Sognis, who was a mainstay at second base for them. Gus has talked about his great defense throughout this season.
Yeah, he's a cog in that middle infield. Absolute stellar glove. And really one of the reasons why this Pennsbury defense has been so good as it is this season. Him, Crane, Seidler in center field. That middle infield, that middle of the field is killer with the glove.
The 1-2, swing and a miss, and the ball on the turf, so they have to throw down to first base to complete the strikeout and to retire Sognis. 2 up, 2 down. First strikeout of the day for Matt Grin. First time up, he got Seidler to ground out to second. Lefty with that long look, gets his pitch from Hitchens and delivers, catches the outside corner. Grin now kind of in a rhythm. Now he waits. I thought he was ready to go. Now kicks and fires, and strike two.
Heard you talking about his rhythm. He's like, give me a second.
Well, I think one of the keys for him is to change his timing, is to change up speeds, to work both sides of the plate. Grin's 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Seidler goes down swinging, and there's 2 strikeouts in the inning for Matt Grin. A 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. And we are now through 4 complete here in the PIAA 6A semi with the Pennsbury Falcons on top of the Neshaminy Redskins 1-0.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Welcome back to Villanova Ballpark. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. The Pennsbury Falcons in front 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th. Sassano, Cloud, and Sassano set to hit. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 spots in the Neshaminy lineup. Keller Bradley left them loaded back in the 4th and catches the outside corner for strike 1. Gives a nod, delivers, and this one down in the turf.
Yeah, that last inning was kind of the first trouble Keller's been in this game today. So good to see him get out of it, because sometimes with Keller it can snowball, it can start to affect him a little bit and give up big innings. So good for him to get out of that and no damage done.
The 1-1, ground ball. Carlton Crane throws in time, and Sassano grounds out. 1 away in the top of the 5th.
Designated hitter, number 10, Dylan.
Easy work over there for Carlton Crane, but at this point in a state semifinal, I mean, every single play is so important. And
nothing is routine.
Dylan Cloud had a base hit first time around, takes a first pitch strike from Bradley.
Even, can of corn to the outfield. Bring in the other hand. Easy ground balls. You want to alligator it.
Yeah, you got to get back to all those fundamental types of things, and sometimes the easy ones can be a little bit more tricky. You start to think about it. Think about the gravity of this moment. And it is a big moment for both these teams. Ground ball back up the middle, backhanded by Keller Bradley. And he'll flip to Kalenko to retire Dylan Cloud. Look what I found. Nice little glove work by the pitcher.
The first one was the same way. That one even a little bit more. Throw your glove out there. Hope it goes in there. Look at it. Oh, look, I got the ball. Let me throw that
That thing
over.
was going for his face. If he didn't get that thing, we would have had a really big problem. A heck of a play by the Vanderbilt commit, Keller Bradley.
Sassano 0 for 2 so far today.
Do it again.
And a bouncer back to the mound. This time Bradley has to jump up to get it in the glove. Again, another easy toss over to Kalenko. And it's a ground out to short. And then 2 1-3 putouts. Neshaminy Redskins go down in order. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. And we are now through 4.5 here in the 6A semifinal, with Pennsbury holding on to a 1-0 lead in the McCaffrey's game of the day. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action, read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Big thanks to America's Mechanic. He lives right here in Fairless Hills and supports Pennsbury High School. Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard, trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001 for complete automotive repair and maintenance performed by expert ASE certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage, an official AAA auto repair facility. They stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. PA state inspection and emission, oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or pickup to Fletcher's Garage for commitment, honesty, and quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic at Fletcher's Garage, Hood, and South Olds Boulevard in Fairless Hills. And for over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. They've been providing expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. Shoulder, hand, wrist, hip, knee to non-surgical procedures and pain management. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics is there for you, elite athletes, schools, colleges, or weekend warriors. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, committed to your recovery. They have their own surgery center in Mercer County and 3 locations to serve you: Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne at St. Mary Medical Center. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, a legacy of care. Bottom of the 5th, and Garlett's up to bat, takes down low from Grin. 1-0 count. Garlett's, Kalenko, and Burke here in the bottom of the 5th.
Matt Grin, 40 pitches in 4 innings, just utterly efficient.
Ground ball to third, and Brandon Law makes easy work of it. A 5-3 ground out for Garlett's.
Make it 42 and 4 1/3.
Well, they asked you pre-game, Chris, what is today's game going to look like? Is it going to be a pitcher's duel? Are you going to see a lot of runs? Is it going to be a defensive gem? Well, I think we can finally answer that. It is a pitcher's duel.
I mean, the thing that's wild about baseball is that this game could turn on a dime.
Very quickly, yeah.
But as it looks right now, runs are at a premium. This is exactly the prototypical pitcher's duel so far, as Matt Grin's stellar performance, but he's given up the only run of the day on 2 hits. And Keller Bradley has kept them scoreless. Line drive over the head of Chase Bonner. And Kalenko, a base hit out to left field.
Yeah, one of those ones that just runs inside of Kalenko's hands, just barely gets on enough of the ball there and just trickles that ball over the shortstop head. And it's not the hardest hit, but it's perfectly placed.
You're not trying to do too much with it, just chips it out the other way. And Kalenko won't do too much on the base pass either. Liam Lyslak going to come out and run for him.
Liam Wozlak.
I feel like it's always one of two. Is it Wozlak or is it Zuchek? Today, it's Wozlak.
Zuchek is going to run for the catcher, and Lyslak's going to run for everybody else.
I do feel like I always seen Zuchek with Ty Lee,
Yes.
so it makes sense.
That's their formula. Crack the code.
Coach Pacey down there calling out a series of numbers here with a runner at first, 1 away, and Finn Burke steps into the batter's box. Burke retired on a 3-1 ground out, his only time up. Takes a strike.
Yeah, with Ben saying, the pitch count for Grin, it being where it is, if you're Pennsbury, obviously sometimes the first pitch might be the best pitch you want to get. You want to try to ambush Grin, but it's at the point now you have to take a couple pitches, try to have him get that pitch count up there with the way he's pitching.
Ground ball over to second. Sassano to Bonner for 1. Over to first in time for a 4-6-3 double play. And the Pennsbury Falcons are turned away in the bottom of the 5th. Good defense by Neshaminy. No runs, 1 hit. And they leave the bases empty. As we are now through 5 here in this PIAA 6A semi. And Pennsbury with the only run of the day, 1-0 in the McCaffrey's game of the day.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Marable, Bonner, and Lal here in the top of the 6th for Neshaminy. They trail 1-0 as the winner here will move on to play either Owen J. Roberts or Butler in the 6A final at Medler Field on the campus of Penn State University on Thursday. Bradley missing away to Marable.
And obviously Bradley just working efficiently here in this game. Ben, how many pitches is he up to?
69.
So plenty of pitch count to possibly go the rest of the game with us being in the 6th. So let's see how Bradley fares in this inning as he's behind in the count 2-0.
He's got to get back into that strike zone, get back to the rhythm we've seen this afternoon, the 2-0. Marable swings through it.
You'd have to think the way he's pitching right now, Pacey's just going to ride the horse as long as he can.
The 2-1 delivery. Ground ball, right side. Kolenko gloves it and will win the race to first base to retire Marable.
Great play
Ball
there.
was sharply hit.
Yeah, great by Kolenko. Just to get his glove in front of it, make the play. Obviously no bad hops here on the turf, so he's easily snags that. And good run over there by first. As a former first baseman, love seeing the bigger first basemen scooch over to first, do it themselves.
Well, 3 unassisted.
Absolutely.
So 1 away, nobody on for Chase Bonner.
And we said what we wanted with this defense, but Kolenko, you know, first base was that 1 weak part defensively for the season, all season long. Senior night comes around, Kolenko plays well, and he's been in the lineup since, and he has really solidified defensively that first base position.
That one fouled out of play by Bonner. Yeah, a little bit of a defensive upgrade over at first for Kolenko. The 0-1. Just wide a little bit. Bradley not missing by much. The righty kicks the 1-1 breaking ball. That's in there for a strike, absolutely.
Yeah, the Neshaminy fans are not happy, but these pitches look absolutely perfect to me.
That was like a perfect backdoor breaking pitch, the 1-2. On a line, out to left, and it's a foul ball. Foul by just a couple of feet. That would have been trouble. Certainly would have been extra bases with Bonner's speed. But we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Now they wait for the defense to reset. Bradley kicks and fires a fastball, and Bonner spoils a good pitch right there, fouls it away.
Almost hit a little bus.
Oh man, foul ball. Hope it doesn't hit a car.
Or a bus.
If your car get dinged up from broken windshields, dents, major auto body work, you can always call Chris Auto Body, 3 convenient locations. As that one, another foul ball over towards Germantown Pike.
Ooh.
Another one?
Almost.
Chris Auto Body at 212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1.
Spot zone up.
Call 215-710-1080, Chris's Auto Body.
It's dangerous. If you're on Germantown Pike, go a different way.
The 1-2. outside.
Avoid Germantown Pike at all costs.
Well, you just got to pull in here and catch the game.
Well, yeah,
Great crowd. As
maybe speed up a little bit. Don't get by.
Kind of a convenient location for 2-2. Bouncing ball, right side. Sognus has it and throws to Kalenko for out number 3. No, two down, excuse me.
Heads up.
Yeah, and it feels like the game just started with how, quick it's going, but Neshaminy down to the final 4 outs of their season.
And this is one of the guys who mentioned where the hero is going to emerge. Brandon Law has come up big for Neshaminy, and now not a lot of outs to work with, and Keller Bradley, his pitch count seems like it is in range that he could go the distance.
Yeah, but 81 right now. Here's 82.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, obviously can't start a new batter after 105 pitches, and with he's at in the 80s, he's got plenty of room to get out of this one and attack the 7th.
The 1-1. Ground ball, right side. Sognus charges, and a little soft looping throw to Kalenko in time to retire Brandon Law. 2 4-3 putouts in the inning, and a 1-2-3 inning.
3 more until we're going to Penn State on Thursday afternoon.
Well, still a lot left here in this one. If you're looking for complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group for value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. They offer 10% military and law enforcement discounts on any service. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi with big, comfy waiting rooms at their dealerships with free Wi-Fi and early drop-off. Peruzzi service open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. Saturdays open 7:30 to 4:30. Peruzzi Auto Group. Service for all makes and models. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you. Thanks also to DiLorenzo's, The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road. Join us after the game. Ben will have our DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. And DiLorenzo's using all the same recipes they did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section, like the original Trenton tomato pie and other great gourmet pizzas like their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes, all served in a safe, clean environment at DiLorenzo's. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. They'll have it ready for you. 215-943-2605. That's DiLorenzo's, The Berg Pizza. And they also do catering for all events. DiLorenzo's in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown. And we thank them for their steadfast support of Pennsbury Athletics here on WBCB. Bottom of the 6th and top of the lineup for Pennsbury, Crane, Perry, and Zuckerman set to bat against lefty Matt Grin.
Matt Grin has 46 pitches in 5 innings. Just absolutely insane.
First pitch swinging and back up the middle, Carlton Crane opens up the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th with a base hit.
That's absolutely ginormous. As we said last game, 1 run is not enough. 2 runs is not enough. No matter what, in a playoff game, it's never going to be enough. Pennsbury needs insurance with their top of the order here. There's no better time to get it than right now.
And this is the right part of the lineup, maybe to make that happen, as Pierce Perry in the batter's box. Brandon Law creeping in at third base, maybe expecting a bunt, as they'll check on Crane, and he's back safely.
Just a little note, Owen Hawks just sprinted down to the Pennsbury bullpen. Looks like he is stretching out there just in case anything can go awry in the 7th.
Well, if he doesn't get used in the 7th, then if Pennsbury does come out on top, they're going to have a plethora of arms to work with in that final championship game at Penn State. Obviously, some work to be done here, though.
Yeah, and just the narrowest lead for Pennsbury. Not much margin for error. They would love to get that insurance run, pad the lead a little bit. The 0-1 from Grin. Ground ball. Sassano goes over to Bonner. They get the lead runner, but the throw from Bonner is wide of the mark and pulls Wallace off the bag. So one down as Carlton Crane retired at second. Pierce Perry of Ward on the fielder's choice. So a runner at first with one down for Zuckerman.
Yeah, you saw Wall, the third baseman, kept creeping up, expecting to bunt because Pennsbury, no outs, runner on first, trying to advance the runner to second. But Coach Pacey letting Perry swing there, and thankfully no double play.
And Zuckerman goes after the first pitch he sees, but swings through it. Zuckerman 0 for 2 today. There's only been 5 hits between both teams in this semifinal game. And takes down on the turf. 1-1 count to Zuckerman. A line out and a ground out to shortstop so far for Brendan. Swing and a miss and falls behind Grin.
Zuckerman's one of these guys that struggles with the low velocity stuff. Just can never seem to time it up just right.
I think both of these teams would say they're fastball hitting teams. And the 1-2. And sometimes I think people have looked to Bradley and say, hey, maybe that's why Neshaminy has had success over Keller Bradley, because he does deliver quite a few fastballs, but today he has been almost unhittable. And nice piece of hitting there by Zuckerman, who serves that one out to right field. Perry will move up a bag. He's at second, and Zuckerman aboard with a base hit. Really nice, just went with that pitch.
Yeah, not doing too much with it, just realizing it's the outside zone pitch. Just get your bat out there, loop that into the right field, and great job of base running by Perry, waiting up, making sure that thing wasn't caught. Obviously, if he was beating right on the base hit, he would be at third right now, but a good job by him to wait, make sure that was a base hit, and now runners on first and second with the general up.
Yeah, he went down there, put it on the barrel, and served it out to right. 2 on, 1 away, and Tyler Lee with a swing and a miss.
Yeah, and doesn't connect on that one, but that's 3 straight at-bats for Lee. He's attempting that first pitch and trying to put contact on it.
Yeah, first 2 pitches he saw, he lined out and he grounded out.
Yeah, third at-bat. It's only his third pitch he's seen on the day.
Grin looks back, checks on Perry. 0-1.
He swung at
fouled
every
back.
single pitch.
He's the general, man.
I mean, it certainly seems like Pennsbury has had a game plan of being aggressive and trying to get after Grin early in the count.
Yeah, not sure the scouting on Grin, but obviously Pennsbury realizing trying to get on him early. Going to throw fastballs, and he's going to throw them in good spots early, so swing it if it's there. And obviously we've seen that because his pitch count is phenomenal right now.
Yeah, really good pitch count, but he has given up 5 hits now, and the only run of the day. The 0-2. I believe it was in last year's semifinal game as they look back, and now a pickoff play, but Pierce Perry back in time. Neshaminy had Chase Bonner on the mound, and he gave up just 1 run, but Neshaminy was not able to score a run. So right now, looking like some uncomfortable deja vu for Neshaminy. The 0-2. Fouled off by Lee.
Yeah, a little deja vu from last year and somewhat deja vu for the regular season because there's been a lot of close games for Pennsbury. They've had a big inning here and there, but for the most part, it has been a tight battle between these 2 teams this season long.
Yeah, and every time they turn around, they're running into this Pennsbury team again. And Pennsbury has gotten the better of those matchups as that's out to left. Mike Welsh back a few steps and makes the catch out there. Tyler Lee
Second baseman, number 8.
is retired, so 2 down. And Michael Sognis up with 2 on, 2 outs. Falcons would love to get that extra run as Will Curtin was about to come out to run. And yeah, now Will Curtin will take first base. And he is a pinch runner for Bradley.
Pinch runner number 10, Will Curtin.
Zuckerman.
Oh yeah, a pinch runner for Zuckerman, thank you. So Curtin at first, Perry at second. 2 down with Sognis at bat. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he goes after a high fastball from Grin. Only run of the day driven in by Carlton Crane back in the 3rd inning. But Michael Sognis can make his presence felt right here. The 1-2. Fouled off and falls behind the lefty. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, what a great afternoon for our McCaffrey's game of the day, and what a ride it's been here when it comes to this high school baseball season following this Pennsbury team, league champs, district champs, and maybe an opportunity to seek a state title. As Grin is set, they just need to hold on. The pickoff play, they got him. Pierce Perry drifts a little bit too far off that second base bag, and they pick him off for out number 3. And we are through 6 complete here in the PIAA 6A semifinal. And the Falcons clinging to a 1-run lead. It's 1-0 as we go to the 7th. And Keller Bradley back out on the mound for the Falcons, looking to wrap it up. Well, time to hit the open roads this spring and summer in a brand new Sierra pickup truck from your hometown Sierra dealer, Peruzzi, Buick, GMC, and Fairless Hills. Nowhere will you find a better deal on a new Sierra pickup than at Peruzzi, Buick, GMC. Their entire inventory of Sierra pickups reduced by 20%. Get 20% off the manufacturer's suggested retail price, and they're also available with 0% financing. This spring and summer, go where you never thought you could in a brand new Sierra pickup from Peruzzi, Buick, GMC, Business Route 1, Fairless Hills. 20% off their entire inventory of Sierra pickups plus 0% financing. And proud to serve the community, Brian Rogers at Yardley Pharmacy, 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Brian, a hometown community leader who will go out of his way to help his customers. Make sure you understand every detail. Brian Rogers, Yardley Pharmacy, 175 Main Street, as we go to the top of the 7th. Last chance time for Neshaminy. Noah Wallace, Matt Grin, Sam Hitchin scheduled to bat here in the top half of the 7th. Keller Bradley has given up just a single hit. But Neshaminy, they need just a single run to extend this game. As Bradley misses wide. Wallace 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk. 1-0. Bradley hits the strike zone, and it's a 1-1 count to Wallace.
Don't have to be too fancy. You've got one of the best defenses in the state, as we've seen behind you. Trust your defense.
The 1-1. Called second strike.
1-0 game in the top of the 7th. Final 3 outs for Neshaminy. It wouldn't be the Falcons versus the Skins without a little drama.
The 1-2, ground ball to shortstop, backhanded by Crane, throws wide, and Kalenko off the bag as Noah Wallace reaches to start the 7th.
And that's what you want if you're the Skins. Get your leadoff runner on, no outs. Now, if you're Neshaminy, you'd have to think you got to advance them to second, get them in scoring position with 1 out. Are they going to do a bunt here? Obviously, Burke thinking the same thing. He is creeping up on the grass.
Yeah, Burke in at third, Grin at the plate, and the pickoff throw not in time as Wallace back to the bag. Well, a 1-run game. We're in the top of the 7th, and Neshaminy with the tying run aboard. Bradley fires a strike. Matt Grin also 1 for 2 with a strikeout today and a base hit his last time around. Grin has kept Neshaminy in this game as well. Shows bunt and pulls the bat back to take a ball. We were talking about trusting your defense, Ben. Keller Bradley hasn't struck out a ton of Neshaminy batters, but they've made all the plays as he bunts through that offering for strike 2.
Yeah, 4 strikeouts isn't a ton for Bradley. He's typically a high strikeout guy, but
he's got that swing and miss stuff.
They've made plays, though, behind him.
Big decision right here, too. Does Neshaminy still show bunt if they don't get it down and foul ball?
The 1-2, they do show bunt, and it hits him.
Wow.
Matt Grin is hit by the pitch. And Neshaminy with runners at first and second with nobody out in the top of the 7th for catcher Sam Hitchin.
And now it gets even more enticing. Obviously, they were showing bunt with a runner on first, no outs. Now you got runners on first and second, no outs. If you're able to drop down a sac bunt, advance these runners, there's going to be 2 runners in scoring position.
And this is also where Keller Bradley's pitch count is starting to get to the limit. He's got 90 pitches thrown so far.
Yes, so still got 15 to work with.
But so far, they have not retired a batter in the top of the 7th. McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. A mound visit as Coach Crane out there to talk with the Falcons starter. Gets a little encouragement from his teammates.
Owen Hawk still warming down there in the bullpen. He's come into tough situations many a times here in this postseason. For Pennsbury, you hope he doesn't have to come in at all and the Falcons get out of this, but
yeah, one of those times during this postseason came against this very team, Neshaminy, so no stranger to coming into sticky situations against Neshaminy.
Bunt is shown, popped up, and will roll foul. Little English on that ball. Sent it foul across the third baseline.
And good thing there was, because if not, that might have been a base hit.
That was right in the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. Nobody was there.
Yeah, and that when that was popped up, I thought that might be a pop out. But instead, foul ball. 0-1 count to Hitchin. Imagine we're going to see him try to lay one down again. Kalenko way in at first base. He's halfway up the line. Again, bunt is shown. They lay it down. Kalenko picks up. His throw is in time to get the lead runner. Neshaminy can't believe it. A bang-bang play. But a heads-up play by Kalenko.
That could be a decision that decides the season for these 2 teams. Man, oh man, that was a very, very close play. If you're Kalenko, you're lucky the umpire called him out because that was very, very close.
Brings to the plate Nick Sassano with now 1 down and 2 on. Bradley fires strike 1. Whew. Those plays, honestly, those are always so hard to read because the ball is extended into the glove. A swing and a miss by Sassano. And he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Bradley has his pitch. Kicks, fires the 0-2. Ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Everybody here with their hearts in their throats as we reach the final outs here, the final moments of this ball game. A chance to move on to Penn State on Thursday and play for a state title. Bradley's 0-2, the runners go, hit and run, ground ball, and they'll get the lead runner, no, safe, and Neshaminy will score as around third, and in is Matt Grin. Falcons went to second, thought they got the lead runner, but the ball pops out of Carlton Crane's glove, and safe all around for Neshaminy as Noah Wallace scores the tying run. And we start all over again here in the PIAA state semi.
One of the few miscues between the Sognus and Crane, the middle infield. I think Pacey's out there asking, was there obstruction in the slide and everything like that?
I think it was about he caught the ball and then he lost it in the exchange as he was trying to get that back into his glove hand. Maybe it is about contact there as well.
But nonetheless, we got a tie ball game here, Chris. Man, oh man.
And who's the hero for Neshaminy? Nick Sassano. And we mentioned it throughout the season. You know, you put the ball in play and good things happen. Neshaminy with a pinch runner. Dylan Holenbach takes second base.
And amongst all this mayhem, too, there's still only one out. If you're Keller Bradley, you got to settle back in. You got to still focus on this batter. You still have runners in scoring position with only one out.
And DH Dylan Cloud at bat for Neshaminy. Takes high for ball one. Falcons had an opportunity to close it out and move on with a 1-0 win, but Neshaminy, they tie it up here in the seventh. Something to say about it for the Redskins.
Pitch number 99 coming in for Keller Bradley. Owen Hawks could be entering in this inning.
Yeah, likely this is going to be the last batter. If not, maybe Bradley would have an opportunity to work to one more Neshaminy hitter.
Be in the top of the order.
Bradley has given up just 2 hits on the day. Fires in the 2-1. Popped up. Out to right field. Pierce Perry drifting into foul territory. Makes the catch. Tagging from second is Holenbach. And that'll put runners at the corners for Neshaminy with 2 down. And their top of the lineup, Mike Sassano, up to bat.
We'll keep Bradley in. Looks like,
Like we said, it wouldn't be the Falcons versus the Skins, Pennsbury versus Neshaminy without a little drama, and we have that right here. Man, oh man, what a game.
This game was moving too quick.
All even top of the 7th. And Neshaminy with that go-ahead run 90 feet away. Sassano swing and a miss. Seems like he's maybe not seeing the ball that well. He's 0 for 3 so far.
And now going back to the last half inning, that pickoff at second with Perry is looking more and more crucial as Pennsbury, if they had that insurance run, they'd still be up 2-1.
The 0-1 sliced foul. And 0-2 count to Sassano.
Obviously, Neshaminy getting all the momentum here in the top of the 7th. Still tied 1-1, though. Pennsbury's going to have a shot in the bottom of the 7th to walk this thing off, or who knows, maybe tie it depending on how this inning goes.
Sassano battling Keller, Bradley. As the runner goes, the pitch is fouled away.
Yeah, with that foul ball, the runner who took off is going to have to go back to first.
So Sassano resets. He's at first, Holenbach at third.
Pittsburgh's pretty lucky Sassano poked out for that one because they would have had a runner second and third because he was there by the time the pitch was delivered.
Again, big jump. The pitch sent towards right, but slicing foul and out of play. Pierce Perry with a sprint over there towards the wall, but had no chance at that one.
This will be Keller Bradley's 105th pitch.
And it's another 0-2 delivery. Sassano, a tough guy to strike out. Good bat-to-ball skills. 0-2 pitch. Up high, off the glove of Lee, in from third, and scoring the go-ahead run is Holenbach.
Oh, he just got ejected.
And the Neshaminy Redskins are in front 2-1.
He just got ejected because he blew a kiss to the Pennsbury side. And the umpire just threw him out of the game.
Well, he may be out of the game, but he scores the go-ahead run. Yeah, number 4 is ejected from action. But he's the guy who crosses home plate and makes it a 2-1 game in favor of Neshaminy. Well, you mentioned the drama, Gus, and this 7th inning has been full of turning points. Still only 2 hits for Neshaminy on the day as Bradley fires, and that one's fouled off.
And now this Neshaminy side has all the momentum, has all the life to it. They are just riled in this game.
Man, Keller Bradley has pitched so well today, but there's been just a couple of miscues by the defense, off the glove of his catcher, a base running mistake. And his stellar outing might be undermined by this Neshaminy team. Sassano continuing to battle the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that ends the top half of the 7th. But Neshaminy scoring 2 runs to take a 2-1 lead here in the PIAA 6A semi as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And it's last chance time now for the Pennsbury Falcons. One of these teams will move on to play Owen J. Roberts or Butler in the state final on Thursday. Big thanks to Senator Steve Sanacero of the Pennsylvania 10th District for making portions of today's game possible. And Senator Sanacero wants to congratulate all of the graduating seniors. Thanks also to Charcoal, one of the nicest restaurants in all of Bucks County, Charcoal in Yardley. Charcoal offers exceptional food that's locally sourced and seasonally inspired. Charcoal serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Sunday, a BYOB restaurant, and you can visit their website, charcoalbyob.com. Voted Best of Bucks and a neighborhood gem, a down-to-earth American cafe overlooking the Delaware on River Road in Yardley. Open for lunch, breakfast, dinner, Wednesday through Sunday, Charcoal BYOB. Today's game brought to you as a public service by the Pennsbury Baseball Parents Club. And thanks also to the Peruzzi Auto Group. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group for value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. A 10% military and law enforcement discount on any service. You buy 3 tires, get the 4th free. And all service performed by ASC certified technicians. Peruzzi, big comfy waiting rooms at their dealerships with free Wi-Fi and early drop-off. Peruzzi Service. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you.
Final line for Keller Bradley. 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, a hit batsman, 107 pitches 75 of them were for strikes. An absolutely excellent outing. Just didn't end off exactly what they were looking for.
And right now, no errors up on the scoreboard, but there were a couple of just miscues in the field for Pennsbury. And now they need to get something going in the bottom of the 7th and get their heroics going.
Well, it doesn't seem like Matt Grinn's going to allow anything today. In 6 innings, he's allowed just 5 hits and a run. He's gotten everybody to go down. He has been filthy. Got a long rest, though.
In front of Sognis, his 0-2. Off the bat, line drive, but towards Mike Sassano at second base. He makes the catch, and there's one down in the bottom of the 7th. Well, right now, Neshaminy on the precipice of moving into their first ever state title at the 6A level for baseball.
Yeah, history is in the making right here for the Skins. 2 outs away from their first ever state championship appearance.
Grin kicks, fires, just off the plate, a touch to Danny Seidler. Seidler 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout today. The 1-0. Again, just wide. Ball 2 to Seidler. The 2-0. In there for a strike. And for Neshaminy, kind of what I was thinking, kind of a natural progression where you went to the semifinal round last year. That's on a line, base hit out to center field, and Danny Seidler aboard with one away.
Yeah,
the tying run reaches.
Only being down 1, that's all you need is a base runner now. With Seidler being on the base paths, and he's no schmuck himself on the base path. Pennsbury now having some life to him.
Nah, he's got wheels for sure.
He definitely does.
And Garlitz, he's been held in check thus far, 0 for 2.
He's got enough wheels where you have to think if Garlitz is able to hit one of these into the gap, Seidler has a real good shot of scoring.
Ball inside for ball 1 to Garlitz.
Garlitz had the heroics on Monday in the field. Could he have it at the plate?
The 1-0. In there for a strike. Neshaminy turned away by this Pennsbury team for a league championship and for a district title. And now an opportunity to get a little revenge and move to the state final against their rivals. 1-1. In there. Nice breaking ball. Off speed from Grin and had Garlitz kind of frozen. Grin gets his pitch from Hitchens. Seidler with his lead off first. 1-2. Breaking ball. Not sure where that was. Maybe a little low. Maybe just wide of the plate.
I don't know. That looked good.
Close.
All day long. That's been a strike all day long.
So now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Garlitz. Grin is set. The lefties 2-2. Bouncing ball. Brandon Law will go to second. They get the lead runner there. They can't get 2 as Garlitz beats out the double play. But he grounds into a fielder's choice. And Pennsbury down to their final out as Nolan Kalenko steps up to bat. Pennsbury had a 1-0 advantage from the 3rd inning on, and then Neshaminy plating 2 in the 7th. Strike 1 to Kalenko. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. We thank them for sponsoring the action as Grin set at the belt, 0-1. Bounced foul for strike 2. And the Falcons down to their final strike here in this 6A semifinal. Will Neshaminy have a chance to win their first ever state championship on Thursday? Grin is set, the lefty winds, fires, it's popped up on the right side, left side, Law looking for it, and it's going to be Chase Bonner, the two-time player of the year, who makes the catch, and that's the ball game. The Neshaminy Redskins come from behind to defeat Pennsbury 2-1 in the PIAA 6A semifinals and move on to play on Thursday at Penn State University.
Down to their final 3 outs, have been behind in this game since the third inning. Neshaminy turns it on. Pennsbury gives them a couple extra mistakes. They make them pay. Huge win here for the Skins. Played them so many times this season, and the Neshaminy Redskins able to come on top against the Pennsbury Falcons. They'll be looking for a state championship.
Said it in the open, who was going to come out in front. Pennsbury had in the last 3 matchups, but in PIAA state playoffs and in Bucks County's best rivalry, it never matters. And especially for Matt Grin, it doesn't matter. 7 innings, he goes the complete game, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, a hit batsman, 74 pitches, 53 of them for strikes. Efficient and dominant Matt Grin, an unforgettable performance this afternoon, and an unforgettable run for Neshaminy continues to Penn State on Thursday.
How about this too? Matt Grin, who got hit by a pitch in the 7th inning, he was later replaced by a courtesy runner. It was Holenbach who scored that go-ahead run. So it was Grin's spot in the lineup that actually generated the winning run. Not only a stellar performance on the mound, but he gets on base, and Holenbach, who runs for him, scores that second run of the afternoon. And Neshaminy defeats Pennsbury. You know, these teams are so evenly matched that there's something about this, like Pennsbury, they'll always hold that league title. They'll always have their district crown. And now Neshaminy will have an opportunity maybe to seek a little glory in a season that has been successful but hasn't had the results that they were looking for. Successful in these deep playoff runs, but now on Thursday, will they be champs or will it all be for naught for Neshaminy? They'll find out.
Yeah,
at Medler Field.
Their season continues, and you look at this Pennsbury season, like you said, league champs, district champs, was a game away from the state championship game, but you can't go without saying that this is one of the greatest Pennsbury baseball teams we have ever seen in the baseball program for Pennsbury.
Yeah, and for us at WBCB, this is one of the greatest baseball games. You talked about the drama. It was a pitcher's duel throughout most of the afternoon. Falcons had a 1-0 lead from the third on, but Neshaminy, they were not going to go away quietly, and they got going in the 7th inning. They scored 2 runs, and our player of the game has got to be Matt Grin. Ben, want to get you down there talking with our star of the game and passing along DiLorenzo's gift card for his efforts here in really a huge game for both of these teams. And Neshaminy, to the victors go the spoils.
Yeah,
out there celebrating.
Pennsbury was the ones that were celebrating against Neshaminy so many times here this season. And Neshaminy gets the last licks. Just want to thank you two for the last 4 years. This is actually it.
This is actually
so
it. Yep.
Thank you two for everything. Thank you to WBCB.
You're welcome, Ben. Thank you for all your work that you've done.
Thank you, Ben.
And for having that Pennsbury spirit. It's kind of made a big difference this season for us, and it's been very enjoyable. So thank you. Appreciate it. Go get that interview. All right, thanks to all of our sponsors. McCaffrey's Food Markets. This has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. Thanks to Capital Health System, Team Toyota, BCWSA, The Revere Restaurant, Discount Auto, Senator Steve Sanacero, Charcoal BYOB, Chris's Auto Body, Pennsbury Boys Baseball Club, Fletcher's Garage, DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, The Berg Pizza, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, the Trenton Thunder, the Peruzzi Auto Group and Peruzzi Buick GMC, along with Peruzzi Service, Thanks to Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, to Brian Rogers over there at 175 South Main Street. We thank him for his support of Pennsbury Athletics and for his support of the community. And it's a Gatorade bath for starting pitcher Matt Grin, as Neshaminy continues to enjoy this big semifinal round victory, and for the first time in school history, they move on to play in the state final. The other game between Butler and Owen J. Roberts, I believe, is scheduled for a first pitch of 4 o'clock. So, opponent to be determined, but Neshaminy will play on Thursday over there at Medler Field.
And obviously, we have covered Pennsbury all season long for the baseball team, but looking at the totality for this game, this is a win for us here at WBCB Sports. Neshaminy, a big partner with us during the football season. We get basketball games with them, done baseball games with them. Pennsbury, we've done multiple sports with them, multiple seasons. So seeing one of the teams that we cover and we know so much about getting to go to a state championship game, it feels surreal. It may not be the main team or the main one we cover, but getting one of these teams in the state championship, it's a win for us here.
And with that said, we want to wish the best of luck to Neshaminy in that state final game on Thursday. We are not sure. I don't think we're going to be sending a crew out to Penn State. I know there was some discussion around that, but I think this is going to be the end of our high school baseball run here in the 2026 season. I want to thank all of the fans who joined us all throughout the year, the teams and the sponsors who helped to make the games possible. Bill Redner, who may be out there somewhere listening to our wrap-up of this one. And, the crew here who always does a great job. Thanks to Dave Shapansky behind the camera today, Gus the Bus Barber doing our video engineering, and Ben Goldstein, who is down on the field talking to Matt Grin, the DiLorenzo's, the Berg player of the game. Well, one final time here from Villanova Ballpark. Neshaminy with a come-from-behind victory. They win it, and they're now state finalists. Neshaminy 2 and Pennsbury 1 here in the 6A state semifinal. Thanks for catching the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB.